Okay, we're live.
Hi everyone. We're live. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Kapwa re-elections for External Public Relations Officer. So we have two candidates today. It's Katrina Lim and Arancha Bautista. So the candidates both have 2 minutes for speeches, and we're going to have 5 minutes for question and answer from Kapwa staff. So Kapwa staff, if you are listening right now, or if you can see us and you have questions for the question and answer portion, just text us via GroupMe and then we'll ask the candidates. All right, so our first candidate is Katrina Lim.
She should be on soon.
She'll be on soon.
Oh shoot, she doesn't see anything. She's logged into her Gmail.
It's probably not on Gmail though.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
We have 0 viewers.
Yeah, Chansey just said he can't see the video.
Is he on the YouTube one or the Google Plus one?
The Google Plus.
Tell him to go to the YouTube one.
YouTube.
It's not. I posted it as a comment in the Kappa page.
Oh, it's kind of lagged.
Yeah. Oh, she's in. Oh, she's in.
All right.
Hello, Katrina.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear us?
Okay. Hi.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah, I hear everyone fine.
All right, so we're going to give you 2 minutes for your speech. I'll tell you when there's 1 minute left, 30 seconds, and 10 seconds, and then we'll go into the question and answer portion.
Okay.
All right, you can start
I don't
whenever.
think I'll have all those 2 minutes. I kind of timed it out, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. All right, you can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, cool. Is anyone else Facebook messaging me? I keep getting. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that was Aranja. Okay, never mind. I'll just ignore everything else for now. Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
You can start whenever.
Okay, cool. Okay, so before I came to do this speech, I was actually working on a pretty sweet cosplay costume. I was sewing the hood and cape of Raven from Teen Titans. Cosplaying lets me take on a new identity and relish in the fact that I made something great with my own 2 hands. And I also enjoy looking like a boss. But besides that, in Kapwa, there's a strong sense of Kapwamilia and Filipino identity. In Kapwa, with our own hands and minds, we hope to create something new, something that is bigger than ourselves. We hope to be a part of a group, but to also find out who we are and what our identity is. I am many things. I am the president of Karate Club, a volunteer tutor, an aspiring news anchor, a K-pop fangirl, a blue belt in karate, a hardcore cosplayer, and much, much more. But most importantly, I am Kapwa. We are Kapwa. Kapwa is not just about the workshops, the dance performances, or the social gatherings. It's about us, the members, the e-board, the committees. working together to find out who we are as Filipinos and Filipino Americans. And whether or not you are Filipino, speak Tagalog, don't speak Tagalog, Kapwa welcomes everyone and aims to enrich and enlighten the Loyola community of the Philippines and its great culture and traditions. I've been a part of Kapwa for 2 years now and have watched it grow bigger and stronger in members and unity. So I, Katrina Lim, would love to help further Kapwa's mission and growth by serving as your 2014 to 2015 External Public Relations Officer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna have 5 minutes for question and answer now.
Okay.
Ebord, if you want to start.
Can I start?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
As external public relations officer, you're gonna have to work closely with people from the MAPA umbrella, all the different schools. So, what connections, if any, do you have at these other schools? And if not, how do you plan on making these connections and relationships?
as of right now, I do not have connections with MAPA or any of these schools. Um, I've honestly haven't been able to go to any of the retreats such or things like that, which is why part of the reason why I want to do this to become more involved with COPLA and the way I want to become involved with these other universities. Of course, I want to ask my fellow e-board members of how you're making connections, and I would love to go to the retreats and network there. I'm a journalism major, and half of my career is doing networking uh, and the connections that I make. So going to the retreats, reaching out through email, through social media, things like that.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yes, Marielle.
Okay, so as an external pro, you work really close with the internal pro. So, tasks such as like emails and reaching out to people and so on and so forth. A lot of it's like splitting and taking turns and making sure that you guys are both doing the work equally, so one person's not like doing too much or whatever. So how well are you in working with other people, like as an e-board and as a staff, and even more importantly with your other pro? Like how do you plan on delegating and making sure you guys are both doing like splitting off the work and make sure the other person isn't doing more than the other person?
I'm very familiar with delegating tasks and working with not only fellow e-board members, but different instructors and outside third parties. As you may have already read in my resume and other info that I gave e-board in an email, I am the president of Karate Club, and I'm the president again this year. I was secretary the year before in my freshman year, so I'm very familiar with doing emails and working with different people and everyone being on the same page. And so a way that I would make sure that the internal pro and I are on the same page is just that constant communication. Like if I said I was going to do a task, I will make sure I do my task. And if they said they were going to do their task, I would just be checking in, like, hey, did you remember to do that? You did? Okay, cool. And if they didn't, then no sweat. We'll just remind each other about staying on our specific tasks and not. And if for some reason or another, if that person's slacking or if I'm slacking for any reason, that we again communicate with each other, like, hey, you need to do this, please do this, and not just say, okay, never mind, you're horrible at doing this, I'll just do it all by myself. um, no, I'm not about that. I'm about doing the task that I'm given and vice versa.
I have a question. Is
Yeah.
it your time?
Yeah, no, you can go ahead, Charlie.
Okay. Hi Katrina. I was just
Hi, Sean.
wondering if you could sell Kapwa, because I know part of the external pro is branding ourselves and presenting ourselves to other organizations throughout the Midwest and whoever is interested in Kapwa. So how would you sell Kapwa to a person who's interested in knowing what it's about, what we stand for, and such as.
Well, for selling Kapwa within Loyola itself, I'm very familiar with advertising. I utilize the electronic advertising in Loyola. I utilize the sandwich boards in Damon. For Karate Club, I put up not me. I make I make my minions put up flyers. Um, so within Loyola, that's how I would get everyone on campus familiar with Kapwa, and of obviously sharing our events on Facebook, Twitter, etc. And with other people within the community, um, I'm not as familiar with going that far out, but and some ideas that I do have with making us brandable is making sure that our a logo, like the Filipino sun with the stars and everything, is something that sticks in people's mind. Karate Club has a logo that everyone knows is our well, maybe not everyone, but that we're trying to ingrain in people's mind the triangle in a logo, the triangle with the circle within a triangle with mind, body, and spirit, and a slogan and a logo that is ingrained in people's minds. Oh, this logo is Kapwa, and if anyone on the street or my family were to ask me, well, what is Kapwa? This is where the elevator speech comes in, and I'll just tell all the things that Kapwa does and is.
Okay, so last question. We're almost out of time for question and answer. So this is what we ask all of our public relations officer. So if I was a freshman at org fair, how are you going to sell Kappa to me? So 30 seconds, I'm a freshman, tell me what you're going to say to me at an org fair.
So welcome to Kapwa Loyola. We are a cultural organization here at Loyola, and whether you're interested in the cultural aspect or more personal or academic experiences, we have many different things. You can look into dancing, social justice, community service. Um, there's a lot of things that you can look into, and we also support different causes like Relay for Life, and we do things with different charities, and we just do a lot of different things that support not only the Loyola community, but other universities and organizations outside Loyola.
All right, okay. That's about time for question and answer. So yes, thank you, Katrina. And then we're about to bring Arancha up. Arancha is up next.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I see it. Just okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Okay.
Sorry. It was cold.
Arancha? Okay.
Okay,
Okay, she should be coming soon.
great.
What about staff questions?
They should be texting to us if they have any questions.
I haven't seen any.
Can I play my phone here?
Cold.
Sorry, it's taking a while.
No worries.
She said she's on.
Okay.
Oh,
Here she is.
there she is.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello. Oh shoot.
Oh. Aransha, if you could talk louder or move closer to your mic, that would be awesome.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, there she is. Okay. So, Rancha, you're going to have 2 minutes for your speech. And then we're going to have 5 minutes for question and answer from Kapwa staff. So, you can start whenever you're ready for your speech.
Okay. Let me just pull up my document really quick. Okay. Okay. Hi everyone. This year I will be running for external PRO, and I hope that by the end of my speech you all vote for me. As you all know, the primary goal for external PRO is to interact with other universities, and I believe I have a handful of ways to begin interaction with them. In the past 2 years, I have made a handful of outside connections and resources. One way was through FACT. I have attended twice, and each time I was able to connect with more people from other student organizations. My cousin was also part of PSA at U of I, and he will be able to connect me to more people in the organization if needed. Moreover, even though I was not able to attend MAFA this past year, I was still able to join a MAFA family. This year, I will make it a priority to go. In addition, because I am a desk receptionist again this year, I have connections through Loyola's Residence Life that will enable me to spread the word about Kapwa, advertise our events, and recruit members. One way I can promote our group and events at work is by making posters or banners and posting them at the desk. Because of Loyola's Residence Life, I have already recruited new members and future Bunsos. Additionally, I would like to improve communication with our Kapwa alumni. One idea I had was to send out a monthly email to our alumni to extend an invitation to our many events, and to keep them informed in our successes, but to also send a monthly email to our members informing them about the successes of our Kapwa alumni. Lastly, I would just like to express my gratitude towards the entire Kappa group. You guys truly made a huge impact on my first year of college, and I hope you all vote for me so that I too can be part of the impact made on our future members.
All right. Thank you. So, can we start with e-board? Any questions?
She didn't answer my question. Since you will be working with a lot of other schools, besides PSA, what other connections do you have with other MAFA schools?
At OSU, I have a friend named Artie that I met through FACT, and we hung out twice during FACT. And at NIU, I'm friends, Sharina's cousin, I know him just through like her and stuff. And I know a girl named Nika Pangsavath at NIU. And then at MSU, I know my friend Nika's her cousin goes there, and she's in it also. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, what is your vision for Kapwa for the upcoming year? What do you want Kapwa to be? What is your what is your goal to make Kapwa, and how are you going to make it appeal to different people?
Kappa to me, or like what I want us to be, I guess like basically what we are now, but I guess more like emphasized, because with Kappa we are a family, and we like compared to other groups we are really close, and I guess I would just want to strengthen those relationships in between everyone. And I can't remember what was the second part of the question. What was the second part again?
It's just how are you going to sell this to other people, the mission of Kapwa?
I guess how to sell it would just like put up banners and posters, and then during like welcome week,
I know I'll be here because I move in early, and if Charles is here, we can make like posters and we can hand them out during welcome week at all of the different events for like freshmen, and just tell them um, like if they want a new club to join or like try out. We have a like Kappa. We'll make Loyola their home away from home and tell them like all the different parts of Kappa. Like we have modern or cultural dancing if you like to dance, or if you're really into social justice or community service, we have that, and just like tell them more about what they would want, what they're interested in. So like say if they're interested in community service, then I would just tell them more about that. Just they want to like be involved in.
I have a question. Well, I don't have a question. This was sent from Kuya Brian from Mafa, the treasurer.
Mhm.
He asked, as external PRO, how would you go about networking with various Mafa schools and the Mafa community?
I guess with that, it would be like through social media and email. And then like with the connections I have now, I would just ask them who like the main contact I should like go to. Like say I would probably ask Kuya Brian like who their PRO is and if he has a list of everyone's PROs, and I would start from there and talk to them first and see if they have like if they have a preference on how they want to communicate with everyone else, like whether it's through email or like a weekly or biannual Google Hangout, or just like a mass Google or a mass Facebook message. So
Mhm.
yeah.
I also have another question, sorry. Um, so as external PRO, you are working with other schools, um, and I think it's important to make connections, but what exactly would you do with those connections once you meet them? Because it's one thing to meet someone and then know who they are, but
Yeah.
working with MAFA, um, what are you looking for with those connections? What do you plan to do with it, and how would you go along bringing that back to the Kapwa community that's here at Loyola? That makes sense, or can you meet her?
Can you no, never mind. Like I guess what I'm trying to get out of it is just since I know that they are my connections, and like yeah, some of them it's just like we're we're not like super close friends, but we are friends, then I guess I would just strengthen that relationship, and maybe they will be able to tell me like more about each event, or like even if it's not even in like a huge event like Fact or Mafa, maybe it'll just be like mini events that they'll tell me about, and maybe if we're like all free that weekend, I can forward that to Kappa, and I'll be able to tell, or I'll be able to bring a group down or wherever the event is and stuff. Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, one last question. So a lot of your answers pertaining to Kapwa and how you're going to sell Kapwa is very social. But beyond that, how are you going to make sure that people actually get the message of what Kapwa is about? So pertaining to Filipino culture or whatever, I mean, what you said, Kapwa means to you, it means family, it means friends. How are you going to sell that beyond just social?
Um, besides like social as in like social media and email, like through that, or like just meeting someone and then just telling them about it.
Just it's I mean, how you're selling Cup right now is more of like it's a social organization, instead of like cultural or whatever what our mission is to
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So so basically, besides the social part, like the family and stuff, I would ask them if they were interested in like the main like like the main groups we have, like the dancing and our social justice and our community service. I would ask them, like I would list all of that and see what they're passionate about, and then I guess I would just tell them more about that like subgroup. That makes sense. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Is there any other questions from Kapwa staff? If you have any other questions, you can text the group me now.
Oh, I have one question.
Yeah.
This is kind of like regarding Katrina's other question or response. How would you work along with the internal PRO? Because I know that if you do get elected to this position, we would be working together. And I know you talked about if I was there early, we could work together. But in terms of like smaller tasks and stuff like that, like how would we, like what would you expect from me? What would I expect from you? Those kind of things.
Well, I know you and me already get along because we were one of the first. We were each other's one of our first friends when we first got to Loyola, so that I think makes it easier on us. Then I guess it's all just about communication. Like I guess we should just make a list of everything we have to do, and see like if there's a preference of like what stuff you can just like spread out like what we want to do, and then from the ones that we don't really care, I guess we can just um like just divide it evenly so like no one has like an overload of stuff. And then I think it'd be helpful if we um try to keep each other updated, like say hey, like say if we're making like I'm making a poster, I feel like I should update you on how far I get or if I'm finished, or if I'm really swamped with homework or something, or I have a big test, I would probably like ask you if you could if you could help me, and then like vice versa. So yeah.
All right. So we went over our time for question and answer, but thank you, Arancha.
You're
And
welcome.
yeah, so we'll email results in a few days after Kapwa staff votes, but we'll let you know.
Okay.
So thanks.
Bye.
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 Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and that was the end for our elections. So email should be sent out in a few days to let you all know who the winner is. Kapwa staff is voting. Kapwa staff, there will be a Google Doc that we will be sending out soon, so just look out for that. But that just about ends our election. So thanks for tuning in.